Good morning, third grade. Our target for today is I will compare fractions less than or equal to 1 unit using a number line. We know that when we're talking about fractions, a unit means the whole, or the amount that we're dividing into equal-sized parts. On a number line, the unit is the distance from 0 to 1. A unit fraction is the name that is given to one of the equal-sized parts that a unit is divided into. Equivalent means equal. Equivalent fractions are fractions that cover the same distance from 0 on a number line. Not equivalent means unequal. On a number line, fractions are not equivalent if they do not cover the same distance from 0. So third grade, let's review what we know about comparing fractions. Here you can see we have the fraction 4/6 and 2/6. We're going to compare these fractions. Immediately I notice that 4/6 and 2/6 are two fractions that both have the same denominator. They both have sixths. So each circle or unit is broken into 6 parts. Here you can see 4/6 and here you can see 2/6. I can easily compare 4/6 and 2/6. I can see that 4/6 covers more space than 2/6. So I know that 4/6 is greater than 2/6. I know 4/6 is greater than 2/6 because the parts, sixths, are the same size. So 4 parts is more than 2 of those same sized parts. Now let's compare 3/8 and 5/8. Here I can see that these two fractions have the same numerator. Both fractions have a numerator of 3, which means 3 parts are selected. However, the fractions have different denominators, so I know the pieces are going to be different sizes. 3/8 on my circle unit looks like this. There are 3 1/8 pieces. 5/8 looks like this. There are 3 1/5 pieces. I can see that each of the 1/5 pieces is larger than the 1/8 pieces. So 3 of the 1/5 pieces cover more space than 3 of the 1/8 pieces. 3 of the 1/8 pieces cover less space than 3 of the 1/5 pieces. 3/8 is less than 3/5. I know 3/8 is less than 3/5 because 1/8 is less than 1/5, so 3/8 is less than 3/5. We're going to focus today on comparing fractions, I should say, on a number line. You know that when we compare numbers, we use our comparison symbols for greater than or less than. A quick and easy way to make sure that you're drawing your comparison symbols correctly is to put 2 dots by the larger number and 1 dot by the smaller number. When you connect the dots to make your symbol, it will ensure that your greater than or less than symbols are going in the correct direction. Here you can see I'm comparing 8 and 3. I put 2 dots by 8 because it is the greater number and 1 dot by 3. When I make my symbol, it reads 8 is greater than 3. I could also compare 2 and 7. Of course, I know that 2 has less value than 7, so I'll put 1 dot by 2 and 2 dots by the 7. When I connect my dots to make my symbol, my expression reads 2 is less than 7. We're going to use number lines to compare fractions. We're going to use number lines to compare fractions. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to compare 1/4 and 3/4 using these number lines. I'm going to go ahead and start by labeling every fraction on the number line. I can see that this number line is broken into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So I know that this is 0/4 and 1/4 and 2/4 and 3/4. Let's go ahead and compare some fractions. I'm going to compare 1/4 and 3/4 using number lines. I'll put 1/4 on one number line and 3/4 on another number line. Let's go ahead and look here. Let me grab my pen. I can see that this number line is broken into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So I know that these are fourths. I know that 1/4, my first fraction, is going to be one of these 1/4 spaces away from 0. So 1/4 would be right here. There is 1/4 on my number line. I'll go ahead and put 3/4 on the second number line. Again, I can see that this number line has 1, 2, 3, 4 total spaces in the unit, so I know that it's showing fourths. And if I want to show 3/4, I'm going to need to go 3 1/4 spaces away from 0. 1, 2, 3. So 3/4 would be right here. I can clearly see that 1/4 is closer to 0. 3/4 is farther from 0. Because 3/4 covers more space on the number line. It is farther away from 0. I know that it is the larger fraction. 1/4 is closer to 0. It covers less space away from 0. It is the smaller fraction. I'll put 1 dot by 1/4 and 2 dots by 3/4 and go ahead and make my compare symbol. This reads 1/4 is less than 3/4. This makes sense because I know that both 1/4 and 3/4 have the same denominator. They're both fourths. So of course, one of those equal-sized pieces is smaller than 3 of them. Let's go ahead and look at another set of fractions together. Let's compare 2/3 and 2/6. We'll start by putting 2/3 on this top number line. Let me switch pen colors. I can see that this top number line has 1, 2, 3 spaces that it's broken into. So I know this top number line is showing thirds. The fraction I need to represent on this number line is 2/3, so I'll go 2 spaces away from 0. 1, 2. 2/3 would be right here. I'm going to compare 2/3 to the fraction 2/6. My bottom number line shows sixths because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces in the unit. That bottom number line is showing sixths, so I'll use it to represent 2/6. Here I'll show 2/6 by moving 2 spaces away from 0. 1, 2. 2/6 on this number line would be right here. I can now clearly see that 2/3 is farther away from 0. It covers more space than 2/6. Since 2/3 is farther away from 0, on a number line it covers more space. I know that 2/3 is the larger fraction. I'll put 2 dots by 2/3 because it's larger and 1 dot by 2/6 because it's smaller. And I'll connect the dots to make my symbol. My expression now reads 2/3 is greater than 2/6. Let's go ahead and look at one more together. We'll compare 2/8 and 6/8. On the top number line, I'm going to go ahead and show 2/8. I know these are 8s because they're 1. Oh, I'd better choose another colored pen. We'll use red this time. I'll show. I know that this top number line shows 8s because there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces that the unit is broken into. Where would 2/8 be on this number line? Would it be where the red dot is? Would 2/8 be where the blue dot is? Or would it be where the black dot is? Where would 2/8 be on this number line? I respectfully agree. 2/8 would be 1, 2 spaces away from 0. So 2/8 is right here. We're going to show 6/8 on the bottom number line. Where would 6/8 be on this bottom number line? Is 6/8 where the red dot is? Is it where the green dot is? Is it where the blue dot is? Where is 6/8 on that bottom number line? I respectfully agree. 6/8 is where the blue dot was. 6/8 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away from 0. we can clearly see how far 2/8 is from 0 and also how far 6/8 is from 0. Which fraction is larger, 2/8 or 6/8? I respectfully agree. 6/8 is the larger fraction because it's further away from 0. It covers more space on the number line. So, which symbol should I write in this circle? I respectfully agree. Since 6/8 is bigger, I'll put 2 dots by 6/8 and just 1 dot by 2/8. My symbol would be the less than symbol. It looks like this. My expression reads 2/8 is less than 6/8. Thank you for learning about comparing fractions on a number line with me today, 3rd grade. Have a great day.